Hey, everybody, welcome to the Hot and Hauter podcast. I'm Artie.
And I'm Dan.
Every episode, I give Dan a recipe and we find out if it's
A success,
or a disaster.
nevertheless, it's bound to be an adventure. Let's get to cooking. Hi, Artie.
Is that Dan? How's it going, buddy?
It's going well, sir. How are you?
I'm good. You smell that?
No.
It's the smell of a fun recipe.
Oh, clever. Clever you, sir, in your games.
Yes, I play them very well.
Speaking of recipe, what did we do?
We did pad thai.
We
Pad
did
thai.
do pad thai.
Pad thai.
Is it one word? Pad thai?
No, it's pad thai. You don't say pad thai. I think it's like pad thai. You say it quickly.
Really?
I went to the Asian market and got all my ingredients, and the guy behind the counter, when I said pad thai, he said, "Oh, you're gonna make it pad thai?" I was like, "Okay, yeah, I'm making that." So
And he's the end all, end all of.
the dude runs an Asian market. I'm gonna this Caucasian human is gonna go and default to him. If he says that, oh, okay, he's right.
It's kind of funny because I went to an Asian market as well, and I asked for garlic chives, which is on our list.
Yeah.
And they're not separate. It's a type of chive.
Yeah.
So I asked this old Asian woman where her garlic chives are. She looked at me like I was an idiot, which I get that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then she walks over to the garlic and points at the garlic and points at me and goes, "Garlic." And then walked back to her station where she was like taking care of some vegetables.
Oh,
And I gave up.
She's like, this idiot. What
This
is
is
he
garlic.
doing?
I'm pretty sure as she's walking away, she was like just mumbling something. Who knows?
Pretty much. She's like, this guy.
So there was garlic
Mm-hmm.
and there were chives, but I didn't have the authentic garlic chives in my recipe.
That's fine. I didn't either. I couldn't find them, so I just got chives and garlic. It's the same
Okay.
thing. They're
So
just,
then
they're just hard to come by.
We made pad thai because if it had garlic chives, it'd be pad thai.
I get, yeah. There you go. There you go. So we're right, store guy.
Store guy.
No,
Nerd.
the guy's actually super nice every time I go in there.
You need to I feel for people like you and me that, well, at least me, when I go into an Asian market, first of all, number one, does yours have just boxes of overstock in the aisles?
Yeah.
Okay. And then the shelves that they are stocking are all covered in dust.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I feel they need to work with their inventory management system.
Well, I mean, it's just that. It's probably just that person who was at the register.
That's
true.
It's
They're just doing their thing.
Well, I feel like for guys that don't frequent those places, they need to give you a special shirt or a vest when you walk in that says, "Hi, I'm Caucasian. I don't know what I'm doing here."
See, I frequent the store a lot, so I knew where everything was. But it's a small little market, mine. It's not some giant store.
Okay, mine's about, I would say they took over an old grocery store.
Oh, so you got a big one. Mine is legitimately 3 aisles.
Oh, okay. This one's 3 or 4 times that size, easy.
Yeah. It's like a large living room.
Oh,
It's small. It's a small little market.
okay. Well, we should probably get on with the recipe. So just describing our personal experiences at Asian.
This is what they come for. They come for our banter.
Seriously though, I'm gonna bring a vest next time. I'm lost. I need an adult.
Oh, like that show.
Pretty much, yes.
With little kids. You see that?
Much.
And
no.
There's this Japanese show where they like these little 3-year-olds. They go run errands for their parents and stuff around the town, and they wear these vests and with a little flag on it. So whenever the townspeople see them, they know what they're doing. They know they're like running errands for their family. Like they'll pin like a list to their shirt and they'll go to the store and like the store people will help them. It's the most adorable thing. It's so cute.
I guess I'll have to watch that. I
Yeah.
don't I don't know if that would fly in America as much.
No, no. But it was awesome. It's awesome to watch.
Okay, check it out. We did pad thai.
We did. Pad Thai.
Yeah, you want to do your history?
Wow. Just straight to the history. Okay.
I mean, it's the juicy stuff.
Okay, yeah. So history's kind of short.
Really?
Yeah, which I did not expect. So Pad Thai was actually invented in the like 1930s, 1940-ish. So the range is from like 1939 to 1942. And it was actually invented as a like a cultural cohesive thing. It was invented by, I'm gonna say this terribly. Um Phibun. He was a leader of Thailand, and he was kind of pushing to galvanize the country, and he was very nationalistic. So he essentially invented a dish and named it after this Thailand, Pad Thai. And that's the whole whole story. Um, he was just trying to really bring the country together, in a nationalistic way. So like that was like the nation's like food, you know.
Interesting.
America is like the hot dog. For them, it was pad thai, because of him, that's what his whole goal was.
I mean, I guess food is food could bring a country together. I could see that.
Yeah, his actual full name. This is gonna be terrible. Fibasong Krom. Fibasong. Yeah, that's not it at all. I butchered that. Anyways, that's him. Yeah, and he invented it. That was the purpose.
So I'm not gonna lie, and I know this is stupid for me to say this after the fact, realizing that Thai is literally in the title.
Yeah.
But I am a food novice, and I just equated this with um just Asian food in general. I
Hmm.
didn't really break it down into Chinese or Japanese or Thai or any of that
Yeah.
stuff because I feel everybody has gone to or taken food eaten food from a what we would call a general Chinese store where you have like your staple dishes,
Hmm.
your hot and spicy, your sesame seed, your beef and broccoli, like those dishes.
Hmm.
But pad thai is usually incorporated into those Chinese dishes. And I found that interesting now knowing that it is actually Taiwan that this originated from and how like I always thought that those would be more separated, even though I know they're not geographically. But
Yeah.
I figured that the Chinese cuisine wouldn't assimilate this Thai
Hmm.
cuisine into its main menu because I feel pad Thai is a main dish up there with like orange chicken and that stuff at these Chinese restaurants. I could be wrong though.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, oh, and it's Thailand, not Taiwan.
But did I say Taiwan?
It's
I'm sorry,
Taiwan.
Thailand. Yes,
Jeez.
sorry.
God.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Yay, geography. But do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I know that Thailand isn't that the country that China's trying to take over or take back, whatever?
I believe so.
Yes. Like
I believe so.
there's some civil unrest going on.
Yeah.
I believe that's correct.
Yeah.
It just shows you how disconnected I am with with the world today and the
Dude.
map. But at the end of the day, I figured that those wouldn't be as closely related
Mhm.
regarding the what you normally see at a Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
I love Chinese food. I'm more of a beef and broccoli guy or a fried rice.
Mhm.
I'm pretty simple. My
Yeah.
wife loves pad thai. This is like her dish. She
Hmm.
really gets this dish a lot whenever we do
Nice.
some Asian cuisine. So
Yeah,
she
pad
was
thai is
really
good,
excited.
man. I like it. I love pad thai.
Was this your first time making it?
Yes, actually, it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel before I get into this dish, I
Hmm.
feel like there's a lot of room for improvisation within this dish. I could see a lot of different homes doing different little tweaks and twists,
Hmm.
almost like a marinara sauce, or how people have their different
Oh yeah.
approaches to how these would be made.
Yeah.
I'll go through the list here. There's a couple things I had to go to like 3 or 4 different stores to find
Hmm.
most of these items. So you have 2 main components. You've got the sauce, and then you have
Hmm.
the noodles.
Hmm.
And then you in your list you say noodles and then some. So I'm gonna go through this fast. For the sauce, you have tamarind,
Hmm.
tamarind pulp,
Hmm.
some sugar, fish sauce, which I felt was a pretty like ubiquitous name for a sauce. Like this is fish sauce.
Yeah, I mean that's what it is. Just fish sauce.
It's just fish sauce. It's like we
Yeah,
take a fish, we wring it, and we collect the sauce, and that's what we give you. Like,
pretty much. Yeah. Yeah.
okay. I know we've had oyster sauce before too. I mean, they're the next factory over. That's what they make.
There you go. That's where they juice them.
Now I got this like bum 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 ba fish sauce. Anyway, and then black soy sauce,
Hmm.
which is just regular, like most people would consider regular soy sauce.
No,
Oh,
it's a sweeter soy sauce.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then some white pepper, which I've found pretty consistent with Asian cuisine. White pepper
Yeah.
is used regularly.
Yeah.
And that's just the sauce. And before we get into the noodles, I wanted to talk about this weird process that you had me do the
Hmm.
tamarind pulp with. Um, get a half a cup of boiling water,
Yeah.
which is not a lot of water, by the way.
Yeah.
And I don't really have too many containers that are able to be put on a stove to boil that can hold half a cup of water
Yeah.
reasonably
Yeah.
without it being like this thin. So I got the smallest saucepan I had, and I just said, screw it. And I put like a full cup in there just so I could have
That's fine. Hey.
something for the bubbles to play in when it
Yeah.
boiled. Because
Yeah.
it was really, I thought it was just going to evaporate in an instant. But yeah, so you had me boil this water, and I could only find one block of tamarind pulp, and it was frozen.
Yeah.
I picked it
That
up
makes
in a
sense.
frozen section, and it was
Hmm.
about the size of like a VHS cassette tape.
Yeah.
Okay. So I broke off a corner because you said we needed like 1.5 ounces.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I broke off like a corner of that, and
Somebody's sassy tonight. Please
sorry,
continue.
I'm all hopped up on fish sauce.
Jeez. Sassafras over here.
But so ultimately you had me throw this tamarind pulp in boiling liquid,
Yes.
and then I had to like process it through a strainer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
I didn't need the strainer because the pulp was so melted down that it just ran through the strainer. It was just maroon colored liquid.
That's fine. I mean, some pulp comes with like the seeds and stuff because tamarind is a fruit.
Okay.
Um, so it's a fruit, and usually some of the pulps will come like seeds and some like chunky bits. So that's
Chunky
that's
bits.
yeah. So that's what the sieve, essentially the sieve, is for. But if you don't need it,
Okay.
that's fine.
Well, then I think this was already like pulp, and it was probably processed and then
Yeah.
refrozen or something. I
Yeah.
think it was maybe like that. So yeah,
Yeah.
I thought that was really interesting. I had no idea what that was for. And I guess that's
Yeah.
just to weed out the seeds if there were some.
Yeah.
Okay. Got
Yeah.
it.
Like I made my own because I couldn't find any of the pulp. So I just got the tamarind fruit, the dried tamarind fruit. So I
Okay.
had to run it through a sieve because I still had chunks and stuff. So in my
Okay.
case, like I had to do that.
You just had to go out back and pick a tamarind fruit.
Yeah, for my tamarind tree.
Do they grow on trees
Yeah.
in Taiwan?
I mean, where I got mine from the Mexican grocer.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
We're
Like
getting
they read that
multicultural over here.
they read like tamarindo, the Mexican candy.
Yeah.
It's like kind
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah,
sour.
yeah.
That's what tamarind is. It's just made into a
Oh,
candy there.
Okay. Well, anyway, I'll get on to the noodles and then some.
No,
So, you didn't make me make my own noodles, and I appreciate that.
no.
So we did 8 ounces of rice noodles, and they're specifically labeled pad thai rice noodles.
Hmm.
About 8 ounces of chicken, thinly sliced, and then another soy sauce, a Thai thin soy sauce.
Yeah.
So black soy sauce and a Thai thin soy sauce, some cornstarch, some water, dried shrimp. This was weird and smelled awful. Um, and I actually got this on the Mexican spice aisle. There was
Yes.
a
Yep. Yeah.
a bag of it, and it was just somebody somewhere puts pulverized dried smelly shrimp in a bag and sends it
Yeah.
on to me.
Yeah.
Okay. 3 cloves of garlic, 2 large shallots, a tablespoon of preserved Thai salted radish, preferred, or Chinese mustard stem.
Yeah.
Luckily, I found the salted radish.
Nice.
It looked like bacon bits.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. All right.
That's what it looks like. Yeah.
Some eggs, 3 large eggs, and then mung bean sprouts,
Hmm.
which I have heard of but never saw before. So those were interesting to kind of look at.
Yeah.
And then some
Yeah.
Chinese garlic chives, which I opened with that story. That was
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Then some roasted peanuts and vegetable oils.
Yeah.
So, yeah, very interesting dish. I'm not going to go through the whole process. I'll let the video speak for itself. But ultimately, I went out and bought a wok for this, and that is probably the thing I am most excited about.
I should have. I should have.
Do tell. Do tell.
Well, I have an induction stove. So
Ooh.
I thought my wok would work with it. It didn't. So I'll talk about when I get into mine.
Okay.
It made it just difficult. So
I could see that science gave you one there.
yeah.
Um, okay. Well, basically, I already talked about making you start off with the sauce, you break the pulp up, and then you put it in the boiling water, and you basically sift out any debris that you don't want in it.
Hmm.
And then we go into making the noodles. We soak the noodles for 20 minutes, drain that, and then cut them if they're you don't want them any longer than a foot length because it's easier to stir fry, and that made
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Marinate the sliced chicken by combining the thin soy sauce, cornstarch, and water.
Hmm.
I was curious about this. What are you doing? It's almost like you're getting it ready to be fried. You're coating the
So
outside.
so cornstarch actually tenderizes chicken.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
It so if you look in a lot of Asian cooking, you'll see them soak the meat in like a cornstarch mixture, usually cornstarch water and like soy sauce or something. That's
okay.
because that cornstarch helps tenderize the meat.
So it like breaks it down.
Yeah.
So similar to like I'm thinking back now of when we did the marinade for the chicken parm, where
Hmm.
we did like a
Yeah.
lot of lemon juice and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. That makes sense. I thought more of it was more along the line like a fried kind of texture, like you're trying to
Hmm.
coat the outside and make it crispier because
Yeah.
it doesn't make it crispier.
No. Yeah. Yeah. It's used to tenderize the meat.
Got it. Interesting. Okay. So, basically what you do is this is literally a one pan dish.
Yep.
Um, and that's the reason I went out and got a 14-inch wok, which I'm
Nice.
so excited to use, like I said before.
Yeah.
And the and you just kind of add the things. You cook the chicken first, then you take it out, and then you
Hmm.
work on the vegetables and the noodles,
Hmm.
and then you add the sauces, and then you add the chicken, and
Yeah.
then or the no before you add the chicken, you do the eggs.
Yeah.
And I
Egg
thought
and
it was
noodle. Yeah.
cool. I thought that was cool. You push
Yeah.
everything kind of to the side,
Hmm.
and then you just plop your eggs in there, and you just kind of scramble them, and they cook pretty fast.
Yeah.
And then you mix it all up, throw the chicken in, and you're done. I mean,
Yeah.
it's for as complex as the list was of ingredients and
Hmm.
the video game quest like experience you sent me on for all these ingredients.
Dude, you gotta
Um,
side quest sometimes.
I was side questing. I felt like I was playing like a Legend of Zelda game, and I had to go find all the special herbs and spices to get whatever special sword or something. But it was really cool, and if you prep everything, you got to have it ready to go because it's quick
Yeah.
at the end there. Once that
Yeah.
pan is hot and you got the chicken cooked, when you throw the noodles in, you got to get going because I can
Yeah.
see that breaking down real quick.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. It was a good dish. I really want to try other pad thai to see how mine compared because I
Yeah.
haven't done that yet. But anyway, wife said it was good.
Nice.
How'd
Good.
yours go?
It went okay. So I found all the ingredients. That wasn't too difficult. The market had most of it. And then I had to make my own um what's it called? The pulp.
Oh, the tamarind.
The tamarind pulp. So I had to go get the actual the dried tamarind fruit, crack the shells off, and process it myself. Um, which all that is you put the dried tamarind fruit, which is like very sticky, in boiling
Mhm.
water until it breaks down, and then you just strain that through a strainer, and then you have your
Oh,
tamarind. I
it
guess
sounds a
not
little
difficult.
time intensive.
No, it took me like 15 minutes. It's not bad.
Okay.
Like when you literally crack the shells right off. They're not like soft, it's hard. So you just break
Okay.
the shells right off. Um, and then I pulled out my wok, and it doesn't work with an induction stovetop. Yay, me. So that means for me, if I wanted to do that, I would have had to go buy an induction wok and then get an induction wok burner to use it properly. It's literally like a round induction wok burner because because my stove, it's a flat top, so I can't like do the flippy because when you
Oh,
take it off, the induction goes off. That's how it
it
works. It works with
got
magnets.
gotcha.
Whereas you can get the induction wok burner, which it stays heated because there's a ring around it. So the wok never actually touches the glass; it touches the ring, and that's what keeps it going. So you can do like the flips and stuff. So I was disappointed because cooking with a wok is really fun. You get to do like flips, and it's a fun process. It really is. So I just got like my big 12-inch high walled pan and did the best I could. It turned out it was edible. It was good. It's just trying to make something that's designed for a wok in
Yeah.
a pan doesn't work that well. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. So soak the noodles. Of course, cook the chicken first, soak the noodles, and then threw it all together best I could with a pan. It turned out it was good, but yeah, I was disappointed because if I would have had a wok, it could have been so much better. You'll
Sure.
see in the video me struggling with a pan because you got to flip the stuff a lot because you want to mix everything together.
Yes.
And I also used way too many noodles. I just got I just I got frustrated. I was just like, I don't care. I want to be done. I don't have the things I want. I don't have the equipment. I just threw it all together. It turned out good, but you see, I use way too many noodles. I use like
You
three
you
times
threw
needed.
you threw an edible temper tantrum?
I did. I was upset. I was very upset.
Well, the noodles
Um,
came in an 8-ounce package for me.
mine was bigger.
Oh, well, okay then. Okay. Okay.
Um,
Sorry, sir. You have the floor. It's all you.
child. I'm a child. Um, so yeah, so I just used too many noodles, which is fine. But if I were to do this again, I would actually change a couple things with this recipe because I didn't develop this recipe. I took it from a website because
Okay.
I am not of Asian descent, if you cannot tell. So I don't have a history of these ingredients or anything like that, except for like making recipes. Like I don't have that historical knowledge of how to combine these properly. So I just researched a lot of authentic recipes, and the one I found was the best. I forget what website it's from. I think it's Walk of Life or something like that is the website.
I think I've seen that website once or twice.
Yeah, so I got it from that. But a couple things I would change is first I wouldn't pre-soak the noodles in the tamarind sauce. I would just give them a quick boil, just to get them soft, then cook them together and throw the sauce in while making with the wok. Because there's something called wok hay, and all that is that's kind of the smoke that comes from your liquid ingredients infuses in the food as you flip it.
Okay.
So Yeah, I probably would have did that differently. Um, because soaking them in the stuff, I mean, imparted a little bit of the flavor, but I think it could have been better just to have like ready noodles,
Yeah.
throw it in there, and put your sauce on it. Like that's my
Well,
opinion. But
I'm confused because that's how you have it here. You said soak the noodles for 20 minutes just in hot water.
oh, I read the instructions wrong. I I screwed this up, man. Wow.
Because you don't add the sauce until way later. Like you're already cooking.
Well,
Yeah, you've already cooked the chicken. Then you add the oil, you add more oil, add the shrimp powder, you get that crisp, add the garlic, then you add the shallots and the radish, another 30 seconds. Then you turn the heat up on high, add the noodles, and then the sauce.
yeah. See what happened.
That's what I read.
No, you're right. I did this wrong. I got you
Okay.
did it. You did it, dude. Good job.
Yay.
Uh, so see, this is what happens when you hit a roadblock and get frustrated about it and don't deal with it calmly.
That
You
is usually
start
how I handle things.
you start to lose it a bit and don't follow directions. So
I feel
there
your
you
pain,
go.
buddy.
Part of my screw up.
I
So
mean, yeah,
I
that
just
makes sense.
this dish was not my best showing. Let's just say that. But I am gonna make it again because even though it didn't turn out the best, it was still good.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna get the appropriate gear and then remake this the proper way.
I feel bad for you that you have to get such selective, specific gear for your stove. I mean, this just makes me even more appreciate having a gas range.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Having
love the
a gas
idea,
range is nice.
of instantaneous boiling water, literally, almost literally, but like
Yeah,
you can get water boiling in what, seconds?
pretty quick.
That right there is awesome. But
Yeah. Well, depending on the volume of water, but yeah, pretty quick.
sure, that makes sense. But I just feel, I don't know, you can turn it down a little bit. You can flip over it. You can, I mean,
Yeah. I mean, gas is king. It's the best to cook with. It's the easiest to cook with.
okay,
But when you don't got gas in your kitchen, you do what you can. So
sure. You ever thought about getting like one of those just like gas, miniature gas, like hot plate things, like a cooker?
you're probably gonna see one pretty soon because I'm getting tired of dealing with this
Okay.
induction stove. Like no joke.
Okay.
It's it's so frustrating. Just
Sure.
yeah, get special pots and pans. It doesn't work with everything. It heats instantly when you don't really want it to heat instant. Like it just.
Well, and the safetiness of it, like you can't burn your hand on it.
I mean, I burnt my hand on it.
But you know what I mean. It's not
Yeah,
like it's an open
yeah,
flame or
yeah,
it's
yeah,
a coil that's searing hot.
yeah. I mean, that's why it's cool. But yeah, for the purposes of this entertaining thing we do, I need fire. I need fire.
Already wants fire.
I already want fire.
Well, good dish. I'm excited to have a walk. Really, I was giddy the whole time I'm at Bed Bath and Beyond, and we're walking up to get a walk, and I saw the 12-inch, and I'm like, no,
Yeah,
14 inches.
yeah. I'm not getting no little baby walk.
If they have one in the shape of Texas, I'm getting it.
That would cook the worst. That would be
God,
terrible.
Corpus Christi, get it together.
Ding, 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 ding. Too many grooves and indents and
Ugh. Anyway, cool dish. I am excited to try more things with. I hope this opens the door for more Asian cuisine,
oh yeah,
stir
oh
fry
yeah.
like stuff. I mean, we've done noodles and dumplings, but
Hmm.
anyway, cool. I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this one. But that's all I
Yeah,
got, man.
yeah. That's it. It was pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
It looks complicated, but it's not.
No.
Once you find the ingredients, you're really just throwing it in a thing together and cooking it.
And a lot of what we have here is like traditional,
Yeah,
like pinky up in the air, snobby
Yeah.
authentic kind of stuff. You could literally get rid of a third of the things on this list and still have a decent dish.
I mean, if you just did the sauce, the noodles, and the chicken,
Yeah.
and maybe some type of green,
Yeah.
like there's like I've seen it with peas and things like that,
Yeah.
or green beans, I should say, and it's just as easy.
Yeah.
That
And you could, I
it's
mean, a lot of the sauces you can get pre-mixed and
you
just
can, yeah,
dump it in.
yeah. Like if your roadblock to making this is the complicatedness of the sauce, just go get a pre-made sauce and noodles and throw it together.
Yeah.
First step is just trying.
Yeah. This
That's
is fun. This was fun.
yeah, I enjoyed it.
I'm okay if I never have to mess with dried shrimp again.
Oh, dude, then you're gonna not like the other 3 recipes.
3? Ugh.
The dried shrimp eclair.
Oh, okay. I'm done. Get me out of here.
uh,
Gross.
I hope that's not a thing. That's disgusting.
Ugh.
Seafood dessert.
Stop. Oh.
All right. I'll stop, but
Please.
I'll tell everyone where to find all of our stuff. How about that? As always, you guys can find all of our stuff on YouTube and the videos and all of our audio podcasts. Everywhere you get a podcast, just put in a thing where you get a podcast and you'll find us, Hot and Hauter. And then recipes are on our website, which I'm still in the process of changing that. So there's recipes on there, but not all of them up to date yet, but they will be soon. Yeah. And then if you guys have any recommendations, let us know. Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. We're all the places. You can just message us and we'll take your suggestions into consideration.
We'll put it in the suggestion box.
There you go.
Got it.
But yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
Cool. It was a good dish.
It was.
I look forward to more.
Yeah, there will be more.
Sweet.
Anyways, keep cooking, y'all. Bye.
Take care.